Good morning. It is Thursday. That weekend is in sight, guys, isn't it? We have got a fabulous show. Welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV today. My name is Rebecca Monks and I am hosting today a Moonstone show for you. Moonstone Dies have officially taken over Hunky Dory HQ today and we could not be any more excited. The deals are incredible. There is so many to choose from. There's over sort of like 200 lines that you can be picking from with some incredible prices to show you. We have Natalie this morning doing some incredible demos for us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Love a Moonstone show?
I do like Moonstone Dies. I like to mix them up a bit though and push the edge on what we can create with them. So hopefully we can show that today.
I hope so, especially when we've got them all on, we can really focus on them and have a really good play around with our Moonstone Dies. Gemma is producing today. Good morning, Gemma. Good morning. Amazing. We are going to have such a fun show. Let's kick it off, shall we, with our amazing Win It Weekly. Oh, what a prize, what a prize. It is our Premier Craft Tools guillotine here. What a fabulous piece of kit this is. It is so lightweight and portable. Like, honestly, guys, you cannot believe how lightweight this is. It has got a wonderful cutting bed for you for the smoothest, sharpest cut you have ever seen. It is worth $21.99 and we are giving away 5 of these fabulous guillotines for you. And all you have to do, honestly, it's so easy. Like, share and comment with your answer to the following question. Which term refers to a group of swans? Is it A, a mob, B, a raft, or C, a bevy of swans? Let us know. Swan themed question this week for our club gift.
I know I did the show this morning before it launched, the show on Monday before the club gift launched, and I was thinking, oh goodness, Emily, where have you got this one from? But she did say it makes sense for tomorrow.
I did, do you know, and I knew it was launching and I still was like, why have we gone with this question?
I know, it's very strange, isn't it? But very funny answers, so I'm intrigued to find out which one it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Animals just have the funniest collective nouns, don't they? So do let us know, A, B or C, and we will be announcing that winner tomorrow. So not much time, guys, for you to get your answers in. We're going straight in today, aren't we, Jem? Okay, our first offer for you on our Moonstone Dies is our large ones. We're going with our big bad boys first of all, aren't we? They are incredible. Okay, any two for $29.98 on here. There are 45 different ones to choose from. So you can be mixing and matching from 45 lines of here. And we have got so many different kinds here. We've got nesting dies, we've got some incredible concept cards dies, like this rock card. I remember launching this like probably around a year ago and it was so incredibly popular. I think it's sold out a couple of times. It's definitely been
reordered, yeah.
For sure. You got 9 cutting dies in. That's the good thing about our large dies is you actually get multiples in one packet.
You get multiples, and also they are huge. Like some of the sizes of these dies are like as big as sort of like A5 really.
Yeah.
They are absolutely massive.
They really are. Like the metal for your money just absolutely is incredible. So you've got 9 dies in here all ready for you to create your rocker cards with absolute ease. Honestly, and they're absolutely beautiful. Just look at the card model on the front there. Everything you need. You get the perfect mats and layers, gorgeous scallopy edges. The little band here, that's to sort of secure it in place, your base strip there. And a sentiment as well, which you can be using across all your card mates. Best wishes, so super universal. What an incredible die. We've also got some more of our nesting dies for you. We've got our delicate diamond rectangles one here.
This is a new one as well.
Very new, very new. In the past, like what, couple of weeks it launched with our little books. Absolutely gorgeous. So this one is the perfect partner for those. If you've got loads of little book pages hanging around that you want to get used up, just grab this die and another one for 2 for $29.98. absolutely incredible. Obviously you've got the small one that you can pop your sentiments on, and the most beautiful detail, you can just see that's going to cut into your die absolutely gorgeously to give it some real definition there on your frames. like I say, perfect partner for little books, but great for photographs, scrapbooking.
Yeah, and I was just thinking as well, like the design on here is very non-gendered.
Absolutely, yeah.
So male theme cards are going to work really nicely with this one too.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, if you cut it out in a nice brown or some gold mirror, it's going to look great. Got a bit more of a feminine design, again launched in the same show as the Delicate Diamonds one. We've got our elegant frame. Now this one is stunning.
Look at the design on here. It's jam-packed, this one, isn't
The
it?
level of detail now, honestly.
And we love like a very swirly, frilly,
Yes.
lacy frame, don't we? And
We
this is
certainly do.
beautiful.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Obviously get that circle part in the middle. It's just going to cut that beautiful detail for you. Again, the sentiment included with that, sending best wishes on your birthday. Obviously you can chop into that as well. So if you're not sending that for a birthday, just pop the best wishes, get your scissors out, absolutely wonderful. And then we have some more of our beautiful nesting frames here.
I forgot about these ones.
I have, I know. They're honestly,
ages.
we have got ovals and rectangles in our scalloped lace ones. Again, 5 dies in there, so you can layer them up with the perfect matting and layering. Absolutely wonderful. And then you've got your rectangle ones there. Really, really gorgeous. Like you say, you get that elegant sort of lacy detail in there. That we absolutely do love.
Look at that, the size of that big die. That is going to fit perfectly on your A5 card.
A5,
it's
that's it.
huge.
Yeah, you don't need anything else.
Huge.
Absolutely huge. Massive, massive dies. 2 for $29.98. Absolutely wonderful. Saving for you on these. We've got our gorgeous torn edge ones. So different and unusual, these ones. We've got the vintage label and the fancy label, but we've got circles, ovals, etc. for you, rectangles as well. Absolutely beautiful for a really vintage look. I mean, just look at the card models on here. They are absolutely stunning. Again, that perfect matte and layering for you. And then finally, we've got our duo stitched ones. Now these ones, again, absolutely massive for your money.
Huge.
8
I can't believe how big these are.
They're just incredible, aren't they? 8 dies in this one, 7 in your Baroque label. And honestly, let me show you how pretty they are once they are cut. Isn't that just stunning with that little bit of decollage on there? Absolutely beautiful. A little bit of acetate behind it so it stands up really nice and proud. Isn't it sweet? And then we've got this other one as well, this really fancy, I want to say, this is an easel one.
Easel. Really cool, this one.
Isn't it gorgeous? And that is just really showing off those dies.
Yeah.
And
it's something that looks really difficult to do, but it's so simple to make card blanks, shaped card blanks from your dies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We love to make shaped card blanks. It is so easy. You just pop your die over the score and run it through your machine. But every single aspect of that die has been shown off. We've got all those fancy labels there. We've got it used as a stopper. We've got the stitched alphabet to match. It's absolutely wonderful for you. Okay, if you want some coordinating partners on here, we have got them at a double discount.
We do.
We've got our Miri Mega Mix here. Oh my goodness, sorry. This just goes, oh my fingerprints, my goodness, it is warm in here. 50 sheets of Miri card, 25 colours, 2 of each. And these are colours that have been exclusively put, sorry, you will have to excuse my clammy hands, I'm so sorry.
It comes off straight away though.
It does. Yeah. Luckily. Okay, these are colours that you will only find in this Miri Mega Mix.
Yep.
You cannot find these anywhere else. This dark, delicious deep green that you're seeing on here, absolutely stunning, stunning colours. So if you want this, it is at an incredible price, $17.99 for our club members and $15.99 for our diamond members.
What a saving.
What a saving.
That's incredible.
It's honestly, and it's so luxurious. It's heavy, it's weighty, it's so shiny. You've got the hot pink there. Let's just go through things a little bit faster. We've got that gorgeous deep copper there. The sort of, this is like mermaid's tail.
It is.
Absolutely stunning. You've got reds in here. So you've got brights, obviously those classic metallic colours. You've got deep blues. Bit more of a pastel vibe here with this gorgeous tealy pastel green, your sort of pewter here. So you're going to have such fun with this. Masculine makes, feminine makes. You've got the really kind of moody petrol blue there for you, and the chocolate brown, perfect for your masculine makes on these ones. You know, it's just going to be the year-round partner. We absolutely love it. It's a hobby maker bestseller, I believe.
It is. It was on this morning as well.
It certainly was, absolutely. It's a hobby maker favourite. They ask for it on almost every show they can get it on. Because it is so popular over there, and it's no different here with us at hunkydory.co.uk, Hunky Dory Crafts, sorry. So popular. And then we're just getting to the final colours now. That lovely sort of black there, black brown. It's absolutely stunning, but you can just see how reflective it is. It's such high quality mirror, absolutely wonderful. So that is perfect for our Moonstone show because it die cuts wonderfully as well.
So nicely.
I mean, you can just see on the slip here, if I bring that closer, that has used loads of die cutting on here. So it'll cut out your letters, your frames, your cards, your sentiments, absolutely amazingly. If you are partnering up our Little Book pages with some of those frames, etc., we have got our Little Book Mirror mats for you in such a range of colours. Again, we've got them in the most beautiful shade selections for you. They are £7.99, $7.19 if you're in the club, or $6.39 if you're a Diamond member. Great time to stock up on those. Again, they are something that you need in your stash. Any three for $17.97.
That's a good deal.
They're just so handy, aren't they? Even if you don't use them as mats and layers, they are perfect for doing your die cutting with because you're not wasting great big sheets of A4.
No.
The final thing that I have to show you before we move on to Nat, she's going to walk us through the final couple of products and then go on to our demo. And it is the Sticky Mitts adhesive sheets. Now, if you did catch Hobby Maker this morning, you will have seen that Anne-Marie used these with her die cut combos. Now these are just great, aren't they? So you can just pop them on the back, great for use with your die cutting if it's a little bit fiddly to get your glue or your tape on. These are absolutely wonderful. 5 A4 sheets. Obviously, if you're just doing like sentiments or combos, you can just, obviously you're gonna have so much room left over for your other die cuts, etc. $6.99 this is for you, and like I say, bringing it down to $6.29 or $5.59 for our members, so double discount on those for you today. Nat, we're going to go over to you, aren't we?
We are, because next up I have our super low tack tape stack. Now this is absolutely awesome because you're going to receive 5 different widths of tape here, but look at that, you get 10 meters on a roll. So this is a 50-meter roll of low tack tape. We have our very small sort of 5mm tape, which is great for sort of like dies that have got lots of detailing. Then we move on to like the 10mm tape. This one's a great one for just sort of like, you know, your Moonstone minis, because you don't need a lot for those. Then we have the one that has all the Hunky Dory patterns on. You can buy this one individually as well, but at this price, £7.99 for 50 meters of low tack tape, it's perfect. Then you have your chunkier one, so if you've got really large dies, then this one is going to be perfect. Or if you're cutting lots of nesting dies out as well at the same time, then you've got your super large one. I think this one is 1.5 inches. Ooh. So it's really long, but a great combination. They stack up so well together, and they all have their purpose. Great for sticking your dies down when you want them to cut apertures, so you want to make sure it's in the center of your card. An absolutely perfect addition to your stash. And then the final one, we can't be die cutting without our die brush. So this is our phenomenal die brush. I think lots of people love this for just how versatile it is. You obviously have your brush at the top for taking all of those bits and pieces out. So when we've got sort of that really detailed lace die, this is going to be excellent for getting into all of those little grooves. Then you also have your little spatula here. I think this is great for sticking your gemstones on or removing your tape. And as well, if you get any pesky little bits in your dies, like ones that are very detailed, we've got our little tool as well, so you can poke out all of those little bits and pieces. The fact that they all sort of like tuck in really nicely here is great as well, so they're not stuck out all the time. There's no chance that you're going to catch on them at any point, so they're really nice and hidden away. It's super comfortable to hold as well, which I think is really great. It's not too thin, because I think a lot of like dye brushes
Yes.
or poker tools can be quite thin, and they're quite tricky.
Yeah, the handles are so skinny,
Where
aren't
this one's
they?
really, really nice and chunky, so you're definitely not going to be losing it. £9.59 to grab this. How cool that we're doing double discounts on things that we're going to use all of the time. So let's get started. I am going to use that rocker card die.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Because I do really like this one, and we're going to use it with a little book and some Miri to actually make a shaker card.
Ooh.
So let's get my bits and pieces all laid up. I want to cut this piece out, and I want to cut out my little element here to make sure that this doesn't move. So let me just add a little bit of my tape onto here. I'm going to stick this on at once because we want to add some more bits and pieces too as well. So then I'm going to use my little book of dinosaurs to go with this one.
Yes.
And I'm taking my largest die, which has that really nice scallop detail, and I'm just going to place that in the center there and stick that down as well. So we'll run this through first of all, and then we're going to switch out our colorways. So I'm just going to pop this onto my die. I don't need the metal sheet for this one. And then let's run that through our Gemini. So just, oh, what's going on here? There we go.
Oh, is it playing?
I was at a different angle. It wasn't liking my angles.
It's very easily upset our die cutting machine.
So let's just get our other dies out. So let me take this from here, because we do want to use our die cutting machine again. I want to use this element, and let's take these pieces out. So I'm going to bring in some super dark green Miri for this one, and I'm going to stick my largest die and the second largest die, and that's going to create me a really nice frame. So let's stick that on here. I don't need to use all of this, so we can trim off some of my Miri here, or this would have fit really nicely in your little book Miri. So like you said, when you don't want to sort of cut into your larger sheets, using those smaller pieces is really good. I'm going to add
it is
a bit
good.
more
I
tape.
do love our Miri mats for that reason. Like, you don't just have to use them as mats and layers. You can just use them for, you know, smaller
for little
projects.
bits and pieces or sentiments that we just want to cut out. I also need to add my letter, so I'm going to do 5. So it's going to be for a 5th birthday. I'm just going to put 5 on it, I think. Do I need to stick this down? Let's just do it because it will move.
Oh, I'm excited for this
You know
card.
it will. So just a little bit of that tape on there. Pop that through again and onto here. Now we need to die cut one more thing, which is going to be our acetate for our shaker card. And I've got that ready.
Fabulous.
So let's take this out, and then we can pop our Miri on. So I want to remove these two frames again, but we're just using the largest outside frame because it's going to. We don't want it to make a frame as such. We just want it to be a border. And then where have I just put that? Here we go. So I'm also going to put this onto my acetate and cut my acetate. So just so it's all perfectly shaped. To do this, you can cut around your acetate. You don't necessarily have to use your nesting die, but because this image has a really nice scalloped edge, I just wanted to take it out as it was. So I can take remove this acetate now, and that will have cut really nicely in the machine. Sometimes when you're using acetate, it's good to, has it gone through there? Sometimes it's marked it for sure, but let's just run it through. I was just about to say, when you're using your acetate, sometimes it's really handy to put your metal plate in.
Okay.
Because then you know it's really going to securely cut that.
Yeah.
Because it is thicker. Obviously I'm using my heavyweight acetate here. So let's just test that theory while we're here. There you go, you can hear it. Can you hear it click?
Click, click, click. Oh, it's a real crackle, that one.
It is, isn't it? So not all of the time do you need that metal plate, but it does work for your detailed dies and for when you're cutting through sort of like stronger pieces, because look at that, first time. Oh, I can't get it out now. Oh, it has cut like a dream. It's very detailed as well, this one, because it has that nice little stitched edge on there. So let's put this together now. Move my plates over here. So to start off with, you need to cut 2 of these panels. I've got both of them ready to go, and I've got my little strip as well. So we're just going to fold this across, and you actually are going to cut away one of these.
Yeah, you only need it on one.
And then we're going to use some red tape, because we are going to make sure that this is nice and secure, and also some of our smaller foam pad strips. So let's just see if I've got any of those around. Here's some. So I'm going to use my thicker one for this first piece, I think. So stick in onto your tab here your first piece of red tape. We're just going to take that off, and then I'm going to add red tape to 2 of my side tabs here, and then with my smaller red tape I'm going to take it all the way around the edge of my frame that we've created here in the darker green mirror. So let's run that all the way around here, because this is going to be where your shaker piece lives, so you want to make sure it's nice and secure within here. So just run that around there.
Shaker and a rocker card. What a treat.
All in
what
one.
a combo.
All in one. And I think it works so well to combine like this little book with your mirror, because it's so fun.
Yeah, definitely.
With the dinosaurs on. So I'm going to lift up my tape now, and that should just come off really, really nicely. And then we can place this onto our card. So just making sure it lines up with those scalloped edges, and then we can make sure that that is nice and neatly stuck on there.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go in with my really thin strips now and just go in around the edge of this, sort of on the inside of our card. And I'm actually going to layer them up. I think I want it to be, because I'm going to put some sequins in here, you want to have the right amount of space in. So when we're layering them up, just make sure that they are nicely tucked on top of one another.
Yep.
We might need to do another little join of this as well. So then adding your next piece in, we want to make sure it's nice and secure. Sometimes if I can, I like to actually overlap it a little bit if I've got the space in, because then you know that's definitely not going to run around. And then I can do the same again with that one. So you just need 2 for that, and then we're going to bring in our little eye piece that we've got here. Where are my thingy? So I'm going to use green. We've got green sequins, so let's just put them on there. Oh, there's some coloured ones moving in the mix there as well. Let's just move those out of the way. Got a little love heart. I mean, you could send it for Valentine's Day if you really wanted to. I have my eye on you. Maybe it would be like a creepy Valentine's Day
a little bit
card. And then we've got some of these really cool little pieces as well that I'm going to add in, that we had in the craft room. So mixing that up together and making sure it's nice and neat on there, and then we can take off our backing from here and just stick this on top of here, making sure that that lines up as well. So then let's build up this rocker card, because this is the easiest sort of concept card die to make up. It's so quick and simple. So just lining that up on top of there, and then we can fold that over. And then with our little column here, this has just been designed to make sure that this doesn't happen. Can you see it like opening out as I leave it?
Open, yeah.
So I'll just stick this together, pop that just around here in the center, and then fold that back around. And this now will it will allow it to like stand open so it moves, but not enough that it like falls flat.
Yeah.
But if you want to be like really, really cautious of how that's gonna come away, then we can just fold this mirror with our burnisher, and it's going to keep it nice and tight for you there. So let's put our eye on. Now I only want this to go on sort of like half of my card.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to decorate up this area as well. So we'll bring in that little book page, and there's a really cool sort of like background page here. Let's see if I can use this one.
Oh yeah, that would look great.
So I'm thinking where's it gone? If I'm really clever, here it is, and I place this on here, and we just quickly run this through, I should be able to line this up ever so slightly and then trim with my scissors to make a little mat and layer for here.
Ooh.
So let's run that back through again. And you don't have to use your larger die cutting machine for this as well. These dies will run through your sort of your Gemini Juniors, your smaller machines. I think the only one you want to be cautious of is maybe, I'm trying to think now which one's going to be a little bit tricky to cut with. I'm going to say like your super large nesting dies, those ones that are kind of A5 in size. Maybe definitely use your smaller, your larger die machines for that, but most of them will fit through. And if you are wondering whether they're going to work with your machines as well, customer service is always super happy to help with your inquiry and have a look in the size guides for you for what's going to work with that. So I'm just marking this now where I want to cut it, and I'm going to cut that sort of straight against that edge. And do the same with that one, and then this now will fit quite nicely on there.
Nice.
I just need to, I think, just go a little bit more along there so that's straight. Sometimes you just need to take your scissors and do it by eye.
I think so, yeah.
By eye is, I think, sometimes even better than if we're using other like measurements.
Yeah, I think so. By the time I've measured it, I've forgotten it by the time I get my trimmer and everything out.
Add that onto here, because we're not going to see that panel either, so you don't need to worry about that. Add that on there. This can go on with some tape as well. So just halfway onto here, I'm going to add my tape to stick this down. So let's pop that on there.
Oh, that's looking so great, Nat.
We're going to add our 5 that we cut out for our 5th birthday.
Oh, so cute. The interactivity for a kid's card as well is just going to be amazing.
I know they're going to have so much fun, aren't they? The fact that it rocks and the fact that it's a shaker card as well.
Oh, it's just going to be so much fun.
Crazy. So I've just cut the 5 out because you also get sentiments in this little book, and I'm sure there's a happy birthday one. So let's just go to the middle section because they're in here somewhere. Oh, have a roaring birthday. That's definitely the one that we want.
Especially in that green as well. It looks fabulous.
It's going to be the perfect mix, isn't it? And the beauty of these as well is that you get really handy like cut-out guides for when you can trim these out. So it's super, super quick just to run around here and cut these out. So a really fun, like you say, interactive card, and a great way of being able to make fun cards for kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're just so easy to put together, these rocker cards. We know all of you guys are absolutely loving these. Manda Clark says, love rocker cards. Shadia Hamid says she actually had this on Notify when it went out of stock. So hopefully you've got that now in your stash.
If not, now's a good time to get it because you can get another one as well and save yourself some pennies.
Absolutely.
So we've cut that out. I'm going to layer this on with, it might just be a tiny bit too small, but if I pop that on there and then cut this in half, I can put one bit on there, the other on there.
Oh,
and if you wanted to personalize this for say a nephew, or maybe it's a cousin or a brother, then you could use our Moonstone Minis because they're also on an offer.
Yeah.
And you could add that element on too. So I'm going to put have a roaring birthday on there, and then my 5 can just fit on the side here as well. So I'm just going to pop that. Let's pop it up here actually. There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
It's just so fun, isn't it?
Oh,
and I think the eye as well is quite
just
quite
popping
cool.
out. It really does make such a fabulous shaker. Heather, who is new to watching, what is this little book, please? The one that Natalie has just used is our little
book of dinosaurs. It's so cool. It has so many really good artworks in it. Mine's a little bit of a mess now, but we've got really cool images on here, both sort of like landscape, and then you've got some vertical images as well. We've got sort of like scenes for you in here.
Oh, those
so we've got like the footprints. You get sentiments as well included in these. We've got some really fun designs though. I have 2 nephews, well 3 because Cove's kind of into dinosaurs now as well.
Oh yeah.
3 nephews who are obsessed with dinosaurs right now. So this one is really, really fun to have and to sort of like get them into crafting. They don't their attention spans aren't that good, but it is really, really fun and just great to have around the house for any of your crafting needs as well.
Thank you, Nat.
You're welcome.
Great card. Everyone's absolutely loving it on the comments today. Thank you so much. And we've got more demos from Nat to come, so do not worry. Okay, next part of the show. So we're going in large, medium, small this time. We're going in descending order. So we're going to go with our medium Moonstone dies. Any of our $14.99 dies. This is where we have your biggest selection. We have got 121 to choose from.
Wow.
I know, the possibilities are almost endless. Any 2 for £20, making these £10 each.
What?
I know.
£10?
Yeah, so there's 2 for 20. These are going to be £10 each.
That's so good.
It's actually ridiculous. And again, we've got some really, really new ones here. Now we did show you the large nesting dies, but we've got these other ones in our sort of core stitched essentials range. Like I say, you are going to be seeing us use these a lot. I mean, I think I use them almost every day. You saw Natalie use her numbers. We do have the alphabet on this.
Oh, I like the alphabet in this.
So fun. Absolutely gorgeous. A year older, year bolder. Just look at it in all those colours. Absolutely beautiful stitched detail on there. Nice and chunky, substantial letters, but not too big. The sizing is perfect. Obviously, you're going to get 28 in here because you are going to get your little dash and your ampersand as well, which I love that we've got that in here because you can put Mr. and Mrs. You could put like Rebecca and David, or like anything you like to, or initials, etc. It's so good. Really, really, really fun alphabet one. We've got our stitched blooms as well with all those beautiful flowers on there. Real nice mixture. You've got the almost like cherry blossom one, your tulips here, and a little bit of foliage on here. So I love that. So you can be making those wreaths, those bouquets, etc. Gorgeous bouquet on the front of this card model here on the packaging. It's absolutely stunning. And then again, your stitched flutterbys. Look how they've been created to make a background on here in all of those colours of your adorable scoreable. Cut out, laid onto a background. It gives you that sort of faux embossed kind of look. Really, really beautiful. 10 different flutterbys in here. Mixture of butterflies in and out of flight and your dragonflies as well. Dragonflies as well, super on trend. It is something we're seeing a lot of in the crafty industry. So we obviously always like to be ahead of the game and pop those on for you. And obviously they all mix and match, which is just as well when they're 2 for £20 and you can be multi-buying. Because they all have that beautiful stitch detail, they mix and match wonderfully. Let me just show you a couple of makes. So you can see here, you've got the alphabet working alongside with the flowers, working alongside with that nesting die shape. Absolutely gorgeous. And we've got this fabulous little number. Oh, this was yours, Nat. We did the show with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous
I do
little
like that card.
Happy new home with all those bright colours. It is so much fun. And that's it. You don't need a lot with these cards.
No.
That is just so simple and clean. But it is just so fun with all those colours. We've got this one that says like I heart you with those like glittery ones, that alphabet.
I love this idea of like having all your letters and then picking out words, or like maybe just like hello, or just having like a jumbled selection, and then maybe it says someone's name in it. It's a really fun idea.
It really is. You've got the negative technique as well on there as well, with that gorgeous glitter card, which again cuts so perfectly with your dies. Again, we've got that other sort of technique here. Let me just smidge that butterfly out there. Gorgeous, gorgeous sort of like positive and negative technique there with all of those colours. Absolutely stunning examples. We've got the one from the front of the card as well. Look how gorgeous that bouquet is. Obviously you can cut these out of ink meat and sponge them, ink them, colour them in with your alcohol or brush markers and create your own sort of colour of your bouquets there as well. And then finally, again, we've got that one with the tree. Oh, I think my butterfly's just fallen off. There we go. Gorgeous, 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 inked, and you've got the little high there at the bottom with those pearls. So they are a really stunning collection. We absolutely love them. Some more medium sized dies that we again absolutely adore here at Hunky Dory is our kind of, again, pretty much brand new liftables collection. Only a couple of weeks old, these. And they're on 2 for £20. And we've got our fabulous flowers. Now these you can place onto a card blank or a piece of cardstock, and it will just cut it out for you. Obviously placing it onto a card blank will give you that gorgeous sort of cutter card feel. Absolutely stunning, and obviously they are liftable, so the dimension in these petals once they are lifted is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous die. Obviously you could just cut this out in plain white for that clean and simple look, and it is going to look absolutely stunning. We've got 2 more in the range here. We've got our Butterfly Beauty. Just look at the way it's been inked up on that packaging. Again, another stunning die. Love the way it's got this beautiful almost diagonal trail on there, and you've got the little wispy bubbles there as well. And then finally our Blossoming Bird. This one really shows off the liftables as well to its full potential. The dimension on the wings once you've lifted them up, and those flowers as well. Let me show you a couple of the card makes. So we've got this beautiful butterfly here from our lovely Natalia on the design team. Okay, just look at the level of lift on here. Once you get that lifted up, it is so stunning. She's just done a really simple background with some glimmer mist and some glitter. Some sponging. That is all it needs. We've got this really pretty one here.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I really like that.
Really,
very
really pretty. Very, very simple. It's got a bit of parchment on this side as well. Absolutely stunning. Really shows off those gemstones as well. And we've got our bird here again, combining that with a little bit of glitter card, and then you can just see how its wings just really lift up. We've got this very glamorous one from Kat.
Ooh.
She actually did this one for the sketch challenge.
I remember when she did that.
Wowzers, so stunning. Again, we've got a few more nice, clean and simple white cards here. And enjoy your day, sister. Again, whatever you put behind this.
Miri's good though, isn't it?
Miri's excellent, absolutely. If you're treating yourself to that mega mix, it is going to look wonderful behind these liftables. And then finally, we've got our little flower one with the glitter card on a really nice big chunky card. Absolutely love that. Next we have our interlace dies. So if you want to try something new, again, these are a great one to try. Cheers, Nat. So I'm just realising I'm like reaching over. My arms are not that long, guys. We've got our fabulous interlace ones here. We've got a full set of 4. So you could be buying all of these for just £40. And again, look how big they are.
Huge. Huge. Great for toppers, great for backgrounds as well, these ones.
Absolutely.
Such a fun technique.
It really is, absolutely. And it does the, like, obviously it cuts in all the right places for you to fold back. We've got that wonderful bumblebee there with the honeycomb, the butterfly, and then finally our sunflower. And again, makes the most stunning card models. Let me show you a few of these. Just whatever you choose to, again, put behind it is just going to look so wonderful. You could be using your duo designs, your adorable scoreable, your duotone. Look at that rainbow Miri on there. Absolutely stunning. So some gorgeous projects here from the team. There's just so many. You can be making little home decor projects here. The bee just looks so elegant in those black and yellows, but they all look absolutely beautiful. Really, really stunning makes. And that's that flower as well, combining that with some parchment. And then finally, we've just got a few more favourites here for you to choose from. We've got our Dynamite fossils.
Oh my goodness, that's I love that one.
I do, absolutely gorgeous. Again, perfect partner for that little book, those rocker cards, absolutely wonderful. You get leaves, actual dinosaur sort of skeletons, your sentiment, have a dynamite day. Absolutely wonderful, fun die there for you. And we've got some of our on the edge dies with our beautiful fairies, and we've got the bluebell, the jasmine, the sweet sunflower, and some of our garden, our nature ones here for you, your wonderful flowers here, your butterfly. Oh, sorry, I've already shown that one. I do apologise. And we've got a few more ones. We've got our background dies. These are so fun. I saw one yesterday. I think someone had sent it in where they'd cut it out of all our like wooden adorable scoreable pattern packs, layered them all up. It looked so fun. I'll have to show it you after that. And then we've got some of our classic nesting dies in here. 10 nesting dies in so many of these. Your stars for you there, just looks so fun with all those bright colours. Your hexagons, so perfect for those honeycomb backgrounds like that. So simple. Get your scraps used up. And like I say, there's a shape for absolutely every occasion that you're going to need. Your love hearts, perfect for any last minute Valentine's Day makes. This one, again, great for bunting.
Bunting's epic with it.
Absolutely epic. You can just cut it out some pattern paper.
And you've got so many sizes as well.
Yeah.
Like this could be bunting for your house, but it could be bunting to sit on the top of a cake.
Oh yeah, with the smaller
birthday,
ones.
Absolutely anything.
Yeah, you're just going to have so much fun. Again, another great one to use up with your scraps. You can just pop your screw hole punch with this one, absolute treat. And then we've got a few more. We've got our decorative label and our bracket label as well, many of which fit the shape of our toppers.
Yeah.
Etc. for you to be having a play with.
Decollage bases as well.
Yeah,
most of them all work with that, so that's great if you want to create apertures for your cards. There's so many fun things you can do with them.
They're really...
And I can't believe how many there are. And there's so much more than what we've already shown as well.
Absolutely, yeah, 121 to choose from. Okie dokie. Nat, we're going straight back over to you.
Okay, so next up we're going to combine nesting dies with our on the edge dies as well. So I've chosen the beautiful bluebell. We're actually going to cut it out from our gorgeous duotone Matastic. So I've scored it in half to create a card blank, and we're just going to take this die first of all, and I'm going to place this on my card kind of centrally, and I'm going to take my largest nesting die, and because we are going to create an aperture with this, so I'm going to show you how you can use these differently. But I just want to make sure that this is tucked in nicely so that it's going to sit very straight when we finish this card. So once you're happy with placement, stick your on the edge die down first and run that through your die cutting machine. So just going to take my plates, pop this on here, and we're going to use our magnetic, our metal sheet for this one because it is a very detailed die, so we want to make sure we get the best out of it. So let's run that through here. And I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and I'm going to reverse that as well, just so it runs through our machine twice. So let's run that back out.
Oh, Viv Williams says, it's lovely having Nat on here demonstrating again. Have missed her.
I know, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, you've...
We're trying to, so we do the schedule for the shows on here, and what we're trying to do is I'm trying to get every single day to have a different demonstrator on for you.
I love that.
You get so much variety of the people that are on here and what we're working with and what we're making as well. So that is what I'm trying to do at the moment, Viv, but thanks.
Yeah.
Nice to be here.
This is where your die brush
Oh,
is coming in
honestly,
handy.
this comes in so handy because you can see how detailed this is and how many bits and pieces we've got. But with this brush, just giving it a little bit of a just a run around those areas, all of these pieces pop out. I always like to put my hand at the back of it because it just gives you a little bit more space to run those pieces through. So I've got some elements that are definitely stuck in there. Let's just peel this away, and then we can use our pokey tool just to get those last little pesky pieces, which seem to be around her head actually. We've got that bluebell up there as well, and then this piece. So let me just work along here to try and get those bits out. And it has just taken some of the colour off our die, but that's not a problem. I've got that little bit there. Is that going to come out? I think I've got them all after that though.
Oh, amazing.
So that's come out really, really quickly.
Ooh.
Let's just get that bit there under her arm. I think that's just stuck ever so slightly in there. There we go. So that bit's out now. So once you've got your die all cut out and ready to go, then what you want to do is take your nesting shape.
Yeah.
Lift up this cutout and sort of place it underneath. Now sometimes you do have to add little snips into your cardstock. If it's not sort of tuck in under there really, really nicely, we can add those in. But once you've got that placement where you want it to be and you're happy with where it's lying, we can take our tape and pop it back on there. So sticking that on and then back through our die cutting machine. Now this time, because we're just using a nesting die, we're just going to run it through once, but do be careful because let's see if we can do a little trick with this actually.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you do this, you're going to get the line of the nesting die sort of embossed onto your card, and we don't necessarily want that all the time, but what you can do is we can lie this up onto here, and then if I run this way through,
yeah,
you can be a little bit sneaky
when it catches it,
and then it'll just cut this little section that is like squeezed between the plates. It won't touch that bit of cardstock. Nearly got my finger then.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh,
so now
amazing.
we've avoided that sort of messing up our cardstock too. So we can peel this away now and remove it from the edge of our card, and then you're left with this really nice design. And because we've got so many fancy on the edge dies and fancy nesting shapes, you can make some really cool patterns when we're doing this. But I'm just going to place that back down. Some of my other bits have sort of sneaked back in there as well. I can see them now. So just get those bits out.
What a fun technique.
And then we're going to fold this and score it. And obviously now we have that beautiful dark edge in there, but I want to dress it up a little bit more with some mirri. So I've got a piece of mirri here. I've cut this 3 notches below A5, so it gives me an edge around. And then I'm lining it up to the quarter mark on the opposite side. And just with my trimmer blade, sort of creating a frame here. Now I'm doing this by eye because it's a little bit trickier to work out where you need your cut lines to be. So, but the beauty of this is that we can do it by eye in this way. And then if you've got any little bits that are stuck, then we can just take our craft knife or our scissors and just sort of release those. So I'm creating like a matte and layer border.
Yeah.
But I'm not, it's going to go on top. So I'm saving some mirri in that way because we've not laid it. And when you're using dies like this that have lots of details and you're sort of cutting into a lot of shapes, we don't want to do too much sometimes. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to stick that on with some of my super skinny tape. So let's get that ready. Find the end there.
Oh, Viv has said this is one of the dies I won, so I'm so pleased you're demoing with it. This is it. We just love giving stuff away. So to demo it for you as well is just amazing. So hopefully you are inspired to use this die that you won, Viv. Absolutely gorgeous.
So let's pop that on first of all. I'll just use my poker tool to remove that tape because as well as being an absolute essential for your dies, it's just so handy to have around for all of your card making as well.
Yeah, especially when you've got skinny tape like this that you really need to kind of get in there.
So peeling this away. Oops. There we go. So that can go on there, and then this is where it gets a little bit tricky because we need to make sure that this is going to be nice and level on our card. So I'm just going to try and line up my 3 corners, like my 3 straight edges here on then hopefully when we light this down,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to mirror around there. So you get a beautiful little frame
Wow.
within that. And then we can pop some mirror in this middle bit as well. So you equally get that gorgeous mirror look. Let's see if I can use this outside piece. I can, that's going to fit really nicely on there. So let's use that. So we're saving some mirror because we're using the bit that we cut out inside it.
Certainly are. Absolutely amazing. I just love that shade of mirror with that matte-tastic as well, Natalie.
It's
so
really,
good.
really nice, the little lavender shades that we've got. So placing that on the inside. And then I'm going to use one of my Moonstone minis as my sentiment. I've chosen Daughter to use here. And I'm just going to cut it from the dark side onto this little bit of scrap that we've got left over. So just placing that into our die cutting machine, and this is like the aperture offcut. So using all of those bits and pieces that we've got, and then I think, oh, look at this tower of gemstones.
I know.
I think we're going to find some purple gemstones, maybe some glittery ones or some pearls. So
That would look very cute.
This off here, and I'm not going to use my, oh, do you know what I should have used here? Oh, I'm going to hate myself for this. I should have used some of that sticky knit sheet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for dies like this, it is wonderful because it's obviously already adhered for you, so you don't have to worry about your
Just take
your
the
glue.
backing off and stick it on. I obviously didn't think about that, so a little bit of, oh no. This is how much glue I have left in my glue stick.
Absolutely zero.
Absolutely nothing. It's gone inside the top now.
Just to let you know, guys, and the team have answered this, but we've had so many questions, so if you have missed the team commenting on that, these deals are on till Sunday, guys, so get them pretty quickly.
You don't want to miss out as well, because when we've got deals like this on some really cool dies, it's always so popular.
Yeah,
that you don't want to miss out on that.
Especially ones that have been selling out, like those rocker cards, for example.
Ones that have had to be reordered. You just want to get them while you can.
Yeah.
So let's see what we've got in here. They're all a bit muddled. I'm trying. Let's see what's in this one. So I think we've got some nice shimmer. We do. So let's take these, and I'm going to use my little spatula on my pokey tool side to lift these out and then place them in. So let's go with these nice lilac ones to match the card that we've made. We'll put 4 in each corner of our card there. And then I'm going to use my super tiny ones just to highlight underneath my sentiment. One more. Your spatula is good for the bigger ones, but sometimes your pokey tool is better for the
baby ones.
But it's just so easy to like place them, and then you can move them around a bit if you want to. So there you go.
What another wonderful card. Thank you so much. Oh, that mirror.
It looks so good, doesn't it, behind here?
Absolutely stunning card. Thank you so much, Natalie.
You're welcome.
Oh, I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. Okay, we're on the final part of our show, guys. We've got one more little sneaky demo to come, and we are going to repeat the Win It Weekly question as well. Okay, so the Premier Craft Tools Guillotine, 5 winners. Which term refers to a group of swans? Is it A, a mob, B, a raft, or C, a bevy? Saw a comment before that said, does Emily just have a big book full of animal group names? We think she probably does. But it is absolutely worth entering. We are giving this away tomorrow to 5 lucky winners, so keep your comments coming in. Okay. Ready for our third and final part of the show. It is our small Moonstone Dies. Small but mighty. And these are any 2 for £12.
Wow.
£6 each, guys. These are working out at, which is incredible. They should be £9.99 on their own. And we've got some really fabulous ones to choose from. First up, we're going in with our combo dies. And again, I saw Anne-Marie used these on Hobby Maker with the sticky mitt sheets, absolutely wonderful. And we've got one for absolutely every occasion. And the fact that you get a whole little stamp set in there to make your combos is just fabulous. So if you've never seen them before, you get your word die, which is obviously congratulations in this one. So they're all really essential words that we're going to be turning to time and time again. And then obviously you can just obviously have congratulations on its own, or you can use these little stamp sets to make some really cool sentiments like congratulations, you passed, congratulations, it's a boy, it's a girl, it's twins, let's celebrate, amazing news, you did it. Obviously you can just use the stamp solo for most of them. There are some really good sentiments that would definitely work solo, like so proud of you on your special day, you did it. You can definitely be using that one, best wishes there for you. And the typography as well, absolutely stunning. This one's got that really elegant kind of script font there. We've got thanks with, again, a bit of a different typography on that one. That's got that really chunky block capitals, really so stand out and like impactful. Again, different typography on your stamps as well. That gorgeous little lowercase script font on there. Thank you, you're the best. Heartfelt thanks. Thank you for your kindness. Thanks for everything. And thanks for being lovely are just some of the combos there. That little exclamation stamp as well, it's so cute. We've got this love one. Again, that beautiful kind of like modern calligraphy typography there, and those block capital stamps, sent with love, love and happiness, love on your wedding day, on your engagement, love is in the air, and always love. Absolutely gorgeous. Love always, sorry. Card model on the front as well for a little bit of inspiration. We've got wishes as well with that block capitals and the script font. The final ones we've got is happy, which again, you can be making happy birthday, happy and bright, happy anniversary. You make me so happy to the happy couple. And then finally, we've got our hugs. I love this one. It's so cute and fun. Hugs and kisses, paper hugs, birthday hugs, just because hugs. Why not? Absolutely gorgeous. And obviously they mix and match so well as well. I know, because these have got the same typography, you can be using love and hugs as the dies. They look so good together. Absolutely amazing dies. And then finally, we've got some other ones that we think are absolutely essential. Again, there's 45 dies in this one to choose from that you can be mixing and matching with. And then we've got these wonderful sort of statement centerpiece dies here. You are a whole lot of lovely. We've got hugs and kisses. We've got shine bright. We've got believe in yourself. And again, we've got these smaller sets of dies as well, those stitch numbers that we saw Natalie use at the beginning of the show, with all of your ordinals as well. So whether you want to do ages, wedding dates, anything like that, this is such a great one to turn to for all of those milestone occasions. Basket weave patch, we come to our essential patches now. You can obviously tile these up, colour these in, ink them. We've got the absolutely stunning basket weave one. We've got our bubbles ones, so these could be underwater bubbles, bubbles of champagne, anything like that. Or you could just make a really fun kind of polka dot quirky background with that one. The Hessian patch as well, gorgeous with that sentiment on top that we've just shown you, especially in that craft card. It looks stunning as like a little jute bag texture. We've got the honeycomb one. Again, that would be going so well with that interlaced bee, for example. And then we just had to chuck this one in. Our enchanted moon, isn't it lovely? You get that gorgeous crescent moon there with all that floral detail and the sentiment to match. Love you to the moon and back. Absolutely stunning. I absolutely love that. And again, they make the cutest little cards. We've got this one with all those patches just together in that clean white finish with some colouring behind it. This is in our newest Prism Inks handbook as well if you want to try this one out at home. Oh, sorry, I'm going upside down. We've got the one from the packaging, the You're So Cute. That. Isn't it stunning with that bright yellow?
Very clever.
So clever. We've got this really fun kids card with all, sorry guys, with all those numbers cut out of the diamond sparkles. We've got, again, some champagne bubbles in that rainbow mirror. This one as well with that basket weave patch, which has been layered up to create the whole card front.
Super cool.
So cool, so clever. Again, the little one in the craft card from the packaging. And then we've got this one as well, 12 today. Again, really bright and fun with those duo design paper pads. Nat, have we got one more
Yeah,
little
let's
demo?
do it. So we're going to use our nesting dies. I've gone with our torn edge ones because these are really fun. And we're going to show you how you can make your shape card blank. So we're going to do an easel card. So I'm just going to lie this over my edge of my card. So I've got a 7x7 here. We are going to die cut some other bits as well. So just trying to get that as close to the edge as possible, so we're not going to die cut it, and then you want to stick that down. And then I'm also going to run my happy die as well. So we don't need 2 of those, but we might as well pop it through at the same time.
May as well.
So let's stick that on there. Again, because we're only using our, because we're only using our nesting dies, you shouldn't need it, but because we're going through 2 lots of 300 GSM Ink Me, we're going to put it in just so we make sure it all cuts perfectly. So let's pop that through our machine.
Amazing. Just want to say a really quick welcome to Heather McFarquhar. I'm sorry if I've butchered your last name. This is my first time watching. I've enjoyed the ideas. I'm always looking for inspiration, and I have just joined the club.
Do it. It's such a good club to be a part of.
Absolutely.
You'll be able to get that free gift that we launched on Tuesday as well.
Yes.
All you need to do is pay the postage. So you could get that and then pay the postage, and you've literally had a little sneak peek as to what we're all about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That Swan Lake that oh my goodness, I was so lucky I got to demonstrate that with Dan. It was so beautiful. Free for our club members. So if you haven't already got that, Heather, I'm sure the team will pop the link in to get your club gift, but yeah, you just pay the postage, or we've got a fabulous money saving bundle that the club gift is included with, and you get all those extra goodies for just £12.99.
I know, it's such a good deal.
With inserts, papers, tag pad, foiled edge to edge cardstock, and obviously that fabulous free gift already included in there. So welcome to the club, Heather. We're so glad that you're enjoying the show.
Okay, so I've got one that I've cut into my card blank, and I've got another one because we're going to do an easel card here. So I'm going to lie it out on my scoreboard, and I'm going to go, it's about 6 here.
Okay.
So at 3, making sure it's as straight as it can be, at 3, I'm just going to score, sorry.
Oh, that's
just got some, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the thingy's fallen down. The gemstones I was messing with, they've all fallen down and knocked it off. It's okay. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then we've got our other piece here. Now we just need to make sure that this is the right side so that we can pop that on there and create our easel card. So I'm going to use some tape now. Here it is, to lie this on here. And then again, we're going to bring in one of our little books, because our little books are really great to use alongside this, and we're going to bring in some ink colours as well. So I'm just going to trim this out and stick this on here to make the front of our card. So let's just make sure that that is in place. And this is so fun to do, and works with all of your dies as well. And then I'm going to bring in our vintage rose, which is a nice pink colour.
Oh, I love this colour.
And I'm just going to go over the edges on here to give it a really nice, loose, but like rustic feel. So I'm going to go in on the bottom section. And I haven't even added any ink onto here. This is just what was left on my, my blending sponge, because it's really juicy. And then I'm going to do the same on the top here as well. So just around those edges, to bring in that colour, and then we'll flip that back over so we don't get anywhere we don't want it, and add that in there as well. And then I'm going to cut out my pieces. So I'm using this gorgeous pressed, I can't remember what the name of this one is, but it has the, it's matte
pressed flowers.
It's so pretty, and I just love it. So I'm going to go in with the smaller nesting die now. So that card blank has been made from my first one, and then I'm going to cut my pieces from my second one. I've already cut a piece that I'm going to use as like a background centre for the bottom, and then this can go on here as well. So there's lots of pinks that are in this. This is why I've chosen the image that I have. So let's pop that. The ink that I have, sorry. Let's pop that through. And then we can get to sticking all of our bits and pieces together.
Oh, the fun part.
So let's take that away from here. Just going to lift that up. If you wanted to do any decoupage or fussy cutting and layer up some of these flowers, this is absolutely at the time that you can do that. But we're going to be really, really nice and simple with this. So tape for the bottom section because this is going to sit really nicely on here. So let's just add that onto there like so. And then we're going to pop this piece on with foam pad so it's nice and lifted up off our card.
I love the choice of the torn edge ones for this as well. It just goes with that vintage-esque little
I
book
thought
so
that.
well.
I thought it was going to be a really nice mix. So sticking that on the top here so that really stands out off there. And then we're going to make a birthday card with this one. So I've used my combos die to cut out the happy, and I'm thinking of putting the happy on the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
This is really like working quite nicely because of the point on it. It doesn't really slide too much. So I think I'm gonna pop it on with foam pads anyway, but I don't think you really necessarily need them as much as you would on like heavier cards because it's quite light. We've not done that much with it. For my combos dies, I always take my straight edged, my skinny foam pads, and the smallest foam pad, just cut it again in half, and it leaves you with the perfect size for these combo dies. So let's just take the backing off there because then I can go along all of these lines and then trim into these. I'm going to leave this this happy white. I'm going to keep it quite clean, this card. So just trim along them, and normally with like one strip, because you have both sides, you can fill like the whole sentiment. This one's got quite a lot of long lines as well, so it's easy to do this with. But popping that one on there, and then if I get the other side of my sentiment, I can do the Y. So I'm just going to take it to there, and then I'll go back in this side and just snip it, and then I'm going to go do the edge of my H as well, because these ends you want to make sure that they're nice and stuck, so they're not going to lift up, especially when you're going to use it as a stopper. You want it to be nice and firm.
Absolutely.
So once that's all done, we can then use our pokey tool just to lift up the edges, and then you can easily peel off the backings. Sometimes you can get it with your fingers, it depends how pesky it really wants to be.
You could be buying all of these combo dies for £36, Natalie.
That's a good deal,
the full
isn't
set
it?
for
The full set of
£36.
six?
Yeah.
Wow. How?
That's
That's really good.
It's just crazy. Some of them have got 16 stamps in with them as well.
Oh my goodness.
And you could be getting them all for just £36 with our 2 for £12 offer.
So popping my happy on there, that's going to stop really nicely there. And then in this pad as well, you also get little strip sentiments. So I'm going to use Just to Say. I'm going to put that one on the top of my card here. And then I'm going to use the happy birthday, but we've already got the happy from our die. So I'm just now going to trim the happy off here. And I'll trim that end so it lines up really nicely. And then use our chunkier foam pads, which I've got ready here on this. So just add my happy birthday, can go just to the side of my happy.
Oh, that looks cute.
And Just to Say can go up here. And then the one thing I think we can add to this is I'm going to go in with shimmer again, because I just think it's a really nice, it's because they're not as round as the pearl ones, but they're just going to fit really beautifully. And I think I'm going to put it, let's go up here, just around this edge with my medium sized ones. So 3 along there.
Yeah, our shimmer gemstones are so lovely.
I think I can do another 3 here. They will fit. And we're done. So there's so, when you look at dies, I think sometimes you don't think of all the things you can use them for making apertures, for making your card blanks, for making 3D projects. One thing as well I don't think people think about is that you can cut fabric from your dies as well.
Oh yeah.
So you could be cutting and making sort of like shapes for bags, creating bunting from your bunting ones. There are so many incredible uses. If you're someone who quilts as well, you can make really nice shapes for your quilts. They are an absolute essential in any type of crafting, I think.
No, I agree, Nat, absolutely, and you've just really shown us all the things you can do. You've done shaped card blanks, you've done rocker cards, apertures, frames, absolutely amazing range of techniques that you can really use with these.
Loads.
So thank you so much for all your demos today, Nat. They were absolutely wonderful. If you want to see some more demonstrations today, we are on Hobby Maker today.
And we've got more dies as well.
We have.
More dies.
We have. We've got the most stunning dies on there. Anne-Marie was there this morning. You can go and catch back up on the website and on YouTube if you want to. We've got all the channels here for this afternoon as well. She is back at 1 o'clock with the most gorgeous Moonstone Bees and Birds collection. And she will also be back with some more inspiration on our fabulous Miri Mega Mix, which is on at 3 p.m. And she's got the glitter ombre one on there too.
Yeah, the brand new glitter ombre. That sold so quick this morning. I think nearly over half the stock has gone now. So if you are going to catch up on that, then definitely do and get it in your baskets, because who knows if it's even going to be around at 3.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Possibly not. Have a look back at that. It is really, really gorgeous. Next up here with us on Hunky Dory TV, we've got Thankcraft. It's Friday with Natalie and Anne-Marie as well, showing off our Moonstone shadow boxes. They are absolutely gorgeous. They really, really are stunning. You do not want to miss them. Perfect for spring as well, and they just create the most gorgeous layering. It's stunning. So do not miss that. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. here tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Thursday, and we will see you straight back here tomorrow.